As we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The slot man in motion right.
30 left. Hey.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now we're just hoping to see more of that.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, Lawrence. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Yeah, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Oh, they'll let Kirk try and run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side with Etienne. The strong running. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Etienne.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
The Dolphins at 7-5 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Now Etienne on 1st and 10. And he's got it to about the 40. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, it's Etienne.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Winston. going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On third down, Winston.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 16. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action. Winston. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Lawrence. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Powers through. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Sly able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Achane here. They stay on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Achane gets it from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Winston. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dolphins 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal, the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offensive backfield and spilling everything. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Williams. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
11.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll roll him out right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Third and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Easy, Rhea, 44, 11. Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. Finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Williams brings it in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Jaguar first
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. A give to Etienne running right.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run. If they keep making plays like that, they might move up in the rankings, but you got to like what they're doing. Plugging up the middle, able to run to the perimeter. People just can't do much against them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Dolphins 41.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Winston. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Running left, H.M.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Jameis to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Williams to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne, 51 yards. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
A first down throw for Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go. Achane.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Jacksonville.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Achane to start the drive.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd down.
Winston to throw. Flush to his right.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Winston.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here's Winston. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Here now, 3rd down.
Now Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.